Yes, finally I found a solution for my video lighting problem. So if you've been following my channel, you've probably noticed that everything around me has changed a lot. Half a year ago, I was still making videos while I was traveling, and that was fun, but also really frustrating. You can't control a lot of things when you're in a hotel room. Light, sound, it's difficult, and often it's a matter of improvising. Now, a few months ago, we were in the Dominican Republic for a few months, and that's where I built my first DIY studio. I was using this LED panel to light everything, and it's super cheap, it does the job, everything looked a lot better, but not great. The light is not ideal, it's a little bit too harsh. Now, you'll probably say, but that doesn't matter, the content is more important. But when you're a photographer, it does matter. It's like my website, I want it to look good too. If you have great photos, great work, but your website looks like poop, then it just doesn't look professional, and there is a chance that people click away before they even see your photos. So I always strive to make the content of my videos better, but I also want them to look better because it's my job, I'm a photographer, it's important. Now, recently I upgraded again. I'm back in Belgium now, I have a nice space that I can use, so I bought new lights. And it's such an improvement. I'm using the Godox SL60W now as the main light, the key light, and then the LED panel as the rim light back there. And then in the background you can see these two atmosphere lights. But this is what it looked like a few weeks ago. And it looks great, but there was something missing. There is no contrast between me and the background, and I tried to solve it by fiddling with the white balance and by color grading, but I just couldn't get it right. And the problem is that white wall in the background there. It just takes the color of whatever light is hitting it, in my case that atmosphere light, but also a little bit the main light, the key light. And if I then change the white balance, everything changes, and I couldn't get it right. I mean, I could probably color grade it locally, but I'm not an expert in video color grading, and I don't want to waste my precious time doing that. So the solution was actually pretty simple. Here it is, a super cheap RGB light, with the emphasis on super cheap. It's small, it's light, and it also feels cheap, but I don't care because it does the job. So there's an on and off button, and you can also set the strength with that, and then there's another button for the RGB mode. There are 360 colors you can choose from, supposedly because it's not that accurate, but it works really well and it solved my lighting problem. Now I just point this at the background back there and it just looks so much better. I like a nice blue color like this because it contrasts nicely with skin tones, and I like that warm-cold contrast. Also in my photography, and you can also see it a lot in movies, for example. But you can do whatever you want. If you like pink or red, just go for it. But I like this. So yeah, this RGB light, I really recommend it. Also, if you want to make short movies, for example, or shoot B-roll, you know, you can really emphasize colors by adding color with this light. Just be creative and add some mood and atmosphere, you know? Go wild. It's something every filmmaker must have, a simple RGB light. And again, this one's super cheap, but it does the job. So if you don't have a specific background, just a white wall like me, this is perfect. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.